stories to talk about, so little time. This story, oh my goodness, is so sad. When I heard about the story, my heart was so hurt to hear what happened to this poor man, this rapper. But I felt it was important to talk about it because it raises awareness and could hopefully save someone later on in the future. But it's such a sad day in Los Angeles. This man here, his name is PNB Rock. He is a rapper from Philadelphia, from what I believe. And he is 30 years old. He has one little girl. And sadly, his life came to an end today. I was really praying today that he would pull through. But after seeing the video, unfortunately, there's people out there who are so desensitized to tragedies like this. And they recorded, unfortunately, this man perishing in front of us. Unfortunately, I don't know why people record stuff like that. It is so insensitive and so cruel to human life. But after seeing that video, unfortunately, I realized that it wasn't good, and I just have been praying and hoping that he was going to make it, but unfortunately, he did not. So, rapper R&B Rock passed away today. He was visiting in Los Angeles. He had been celebrating a fellow rapper's engagement party, and the night before, social media can be a very dangerous place, as we talked about before on these videos. He posted on his social media and, that he had been celebrating a wedding, and his girlfriend, also known as his baby's mother, she is the mother of his daughter. She hadn't had any Instagram. She didn't have access to her Instagram for quite some time. And when she finally got her Instagram back, the social media, what people are alleging, is probably the cause and the ultimate cause of this man's tragedy. But we don't really know if that really is the proximate cause. People are alleging basically it could have been because she posted a picture of the food they had been eating and where they were located, located at Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. If anybody is familiar with Los Angeles, everyone knows Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles is a very well-known place that has delicious food. People all over come to this particular restaurant. The food is delicious. The waffles are incredible. But I'll tell you this. I went to Chicken and Waffles before. I went to that Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles before when I visited LA, and that area is very dangerous. I remember getting out of the car and feeling really terrified and scared. And I remember just asking my friend, like, is this place safe? I was just so scared the entire time. Even when I went in, the area is really bad. It's in a very dangerous neighborhood. It's all really grimy area. I felt so scared. I remember going in, even getting my food. The time I went, and it was many years ago. And I remember going in, and the whole time I ate there, I did not feel comfort at all. I felt uncomfortable the entire time. So I am very surprised, him being of the high caliber that he is. And if you are from that area or have visited that area, everybody knows that that area where that Chicken and Waffles is not safe. It's a very dangerous area where a lot of gang members and people that aren't on the up and up are located. Most people who go get food from there, they just order their food and they take it to go. Like, if you're a smart person, you usually don't sit and eat there. It is understandable that he is not from there, so maybe he didn't know that. Another weird thing about it too is this rapper PNB, he did an interview just a week ago, which was so eerie. And the interview related to him talking about almost being robbed in Los Angeles and how dangerous Los Angeles was, and all of that. And it was very sad that a week later he meets his demise there. So let's go into the article. It's very sad. I just pray he rests in peace. My heart is so broken, guys, because I've been praying the last few hours before I found out that for him to live, but when I saw that video, I didn't really feel too good inside. But anyways, rapper PNB Rock was shot to death amid robbery at LA Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles restaurant. So sad, guys. And they have a video out. Some insensitive person videotaped it, guys. And on the video, you could see him laying there in a pool of blood, and he is still fighting for his life. And unfortunately, someone made it worse, you guys, because they turned him over while he's bleeding out. You don't do that if you don't have medical skills and training. I think that could have exacerbated the situation, because all it does is cause more issues with that person. They should have just left him still and probably tried to hold the area where the blood was until the paramedics came. But someone dragged him by the arm, basically lifted his arm up and tried to like lift his arm and turn him over. And that was like, to me, it made it worse. And he died within, I would say, 30 minutes after the shooting that happened at 1:20. So rapper 30 was fatally shot to death Monday during a robbery at the restaurant. And you guys have to understand, on his social media, just shortly before he passed away, he posted a video, oh my gosh, of him with his expensive chains on. And there's a story on his Instagram where he's posting his very glamorous watch. That's a big no-no, especially when you're going into a grimy area like LA, where there's like the Chicken and Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles area. Don't post all your glamorous, expensive things on social media, because people that, are criminals will see that, and when they see you post where you are, they're going to go over there and try to rob you. And that's kind of what happened in this situation. Eerie is in South Los Angeles at Main Street and Manchester Avenue. Police source says he was targeted due to jewelry he was wearing at the time, which he posted on his social media. Let's see. Artist whose real name is Rakim Allen collaborated with Ed Sheeran, Meek Mill, and Chance the Rapper. These are very prominent, known rappers in the industry, music industry. So he was one of the prominent rappers. He actually has 2.1 million subscribers on his YouTube, and about the same amount on his Instagram. Oh my gosh, I hate these pop-ups. Offset was among those who paid memorial to the artist on social media. Very sad. Very, very sad day. PNB Rock was shot to death Monday during a robbery at a Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles in South Los Angeles, police said. Now, and it's interesting, Offset is in LA a lot too. I believe they even have a house out there, if I'm not mistaken, him and Cardi B. Does he, guys? Let me know if he was out there. He was out there though. He knows not to go to that Chicken and Roscoe's. Roscoe's and Chicken and Waffles. People just, if you know that area, you just know not to go there and just sit there and eat. It's not safe. It's not, especially if you're a celebrity. Los Angeles Police Captain Kelly Muniz told the Los Angeles Times that there was a shooting at the Eerie, which is located at Main Street and Manchester Avenue, at around 1 p.m. Monday. Muniz did not confirm the name of the victim. The 30-year-old rapper, whose real name is Rakim Allen, was geo-tagged in a social media post by his girlfriend, which was subsequently deleted from Instagram. That's where people say this all started. And the thing is, he who was her baby's father, basically, he basically took her account and closed her account for like 30 days or so, that she said. And so she couldn't even post until that day. And the very day she posts, or the very second day she posts the geographic location where they are and photos and everything, like of the food and everything. And of course, there's people, especially in the Los Angeles area, in that area, that are looking and waiting for opportunities to rob people of this high caliber. And her post may have been one of the proximate causes for this man's demise. Now, we have to understand too, there is a video of his car parked there. And if you have some of his high caliber parked out in the opening there, he's walking to the Roscoe's with chains on, and he has this very expensive watch as he's walking inside of the Roscoe's. So that also can draw attention to people there. But my thing is, he was in that Roscoe's for at least 40 minutes before they arrived. And 40 minutes, that was 40 minutes after she posted the geographic location on her story. So in my opinion, it appears as though some predator out there who saw that story that she posted, they came over there because they had 40 minutes to get over there. So it's just, you got to be careful about posting locations. Not a good thing. The last PNB Rock 30 was shot to death Monday during a robbery at Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles in South Los Angeles. A suspect in the incident pulled out a firearm and ordered PNB Rock to hand over items. So they wanted his watch, they wanted his chains that he wore into the Roscoe's and Chicken and Waffles. Another thing, if you're going to a grimy area like that, very dangerous, don't wear very expensive items like that because it draws attention. It's best to just not bring anything expensive with you. Just dress plain, dress down, dress, some very inexpensive clothing, no jewelry, nothing expensive with you. That's the best thing to do, especially if you're in the Los Angeles area, if you're not familiar with that area. Muna said, adding, the suspect shot the victim and ran out the side door to a getaway car, and then fled the parking lot. And they say that he got shot in the chest. And the video, I'm not going to show you the video. The video is very sad, and there was just blood everywhere. It didn't look good on the video. And that's when they said that he was still fighting for his life, which he was still alive on the ground. But I think the people who were trying to help actually made it worse by trying to drag his arm and turn him over, which caused more bleeding to flow, which I think that was probably another bad thing they did in the situation. Instead of just leaving him there, kind of holding the area where the flow was, like holding that part to stop the blood flow and trying to do CPR. They were like dragging his arm. I don't know what they were trying to do, but they made it worse, basically. Insiders told the paper that the musical artist was specifically targeted because he was wearing jewelry at the time. And there's actually a video showing him with the jewelry on. He posted on his Instagram of what he was wearing, which was ultimately taken. The shooting victim was taken to a nearby hospital and pronounced dead at 1:59 p.m., Muniz told the outlet. So he died very shortly after getting to the hospital. They said he was shot around 1:20, and then he perished at 1:59. So he only had a few minutes left of living. It's very sad. I don't think they even had time to even get him to the hospital. He already was perished because he lost so much blood. It was just so sad. And I think those people who were trying to help made it worse by causing more blood flow by trying to turn him over and move him around and stuff, which they should have never did, unfortunately. Police sources with the LAPD said investigators were probing security footage from the establishment in addition to nearby businesses in an effort to identify the suspect in the fatal shooting. And if they departed the crime scene on foot or in a vehicle. And people are saying he was in a getaway vehicle, so he definitely had a vehicle. And this was orchestrated because I believe they saw the girlfriend's live or story, and that's when they, facilitated the whole thing, had a getaway car and everything. This was definitely planned. They even had a mask on, apparently had a purple mask on. So this was definitely quickly planned after they had saw where he was located when they posted it. The musical artist was seen on stage at Anaheim, California in August 2019. Here's a photo of that performance, just reflecting on who he is. And here he is again, so sad. This is just a very sad story, guys. Oh my gosh, he's 30 years old with a child. This is just heartbreaking. The performer was seen November 2019 in LA. And again, he is from Philadelphia, so he's probably, I don't know if he's really familiar with the dangers of LA, although he did discuss them. So late rapper PNB Rock shares his exciting life on TikTok. Here is a video of him on TikTok. This is so sad. And I think that's his baby mother. That's the girl that posted the story. It's so sad. My heart is broke. This poor young man gone. All these rappers being taken out. Uh, I don't know what's going on with this thing, guys. It's taking a while, so we're just gonna move on. Maybe it'll come up later on. Rock first burst on the scene. Sorry, let's go back to that. Sorry. Rock first.
Hey ladies, we're giving out free Dove samples. Just fill out our quick 2 minutes.
I hate ads. Rock first burst on the scene with the 2015 song Fleek and went on to work with performers including Ed Sheeran, Meek Mill, YFN Lucy. I can't say that guy's name. Lucci. Sorry, guys. I'm not into rap, so I don't know these people's names. Lucci and Chance the Rapper. He had commercial success with the single Selfish, which hit the 51st spot on the Billboard Hot 100 in November of 2016. So he's been around for a while. He's been around for quite a few years and has worked with some pretty significant rappers. I think this is going to play now. Yep, it is. Here it is. Is this going to play? Here's a TikTok. I'm going to try to not do the music because you guys know how YouTube is. They always be hating on us. Anyway, so here is one of his TikToks, just so you can, if you're not familiar with rap like myself, just kind of get a feel for who he is. One of his TikToks that he did. He says, when you sing in the gang, catch the spirit. That's his little TikTok post. So he's got quite a personality as well. It's so sad, man. I'm just sad to see anyone pass away and how he died. And his last moments, you guys, how he's eating with his family, you know, eating with your family, enjoying your moments with the mother of your child, and after just celebrating a prominent moment, and you get brutally shot, and then you're helplessly laying on the ground and, you know, bleeding out while you're helpless and you can't even get up or anything. That is just so heartbreaking, man. This is just sad, guys. This day is heartbreaking, but you know, these stories happen every day, as you guys are aware, but this is just, He had commercial success with the single Selfish, and he had released his most recent single, Love Me Again, this past September 2nd. Wow. So he just released a single just last week, or a week ago, if I'm not mistaken. A number of notable names took to Twitter to mourn the tragic death today. Oh, God, I'm so sad. Offset wrote, pray for PNB Rock. The man got family and kids, shaking my head. God be with the man, while Juice Wayne said PNB Rock really died because of the greed of bummy ASS in the N-word. You guys know what that word is, Nijas. Disgusting. Rest in peace to the fallen. And it's true. It's very true. There's a lot of people out there who don't want to work for their own. They don't. So they will try to take what's yours. So, you know, posting things on TikTok, we think it's fun. Social media has become a very dangerous place, as we talked about. We talk about this so much on these stories. And, you know, posting locations, posting expensive things on social media, it's unfortunately, it makes people a target, especially if you're a celebrity and you're in a high, you know, position. You don't want to go to unsafe locations like this alone, and definitely don't want to stay there and wear expensive things because it draws attention to you. You want to just come plain clothes, you know, like I said, no jewelry, nothing on expensive. Another user wrote, PNB Rock life is worth a lot more than the sum of money and ice we will never learn. And it's like, why did they have to kill him? Why? It was like unnecessary. I don't get why these people are so evil. And you see how Offset said he had kids and a family? Well, these people don't care. That's how evil they are. They're sociopaths and demonic too. They don't care. They don't work for their own. They just sit at home all day and don't have anything to their name, and they see you work hard for something and they want to take what you worked for. It's just, it's evil, the worst form of evil. But here's some things that people posted. Offset posted this one. Russ posted, praying for PNB Rock. Genius posted, rest in peace, PNB Rock, gone too soon. So sad. PNB rock life is worth a lot more than some of money and ice. We will never learn. Yeah, we will never learn, unfortunately. Very, very sad. I hope they find who did this to him. That is my prayer. That they find the killer. I'm trying to. Oh, what is that? Sorry, guys. There be some weird pop ups on here. So let's see if we can take a look. I'm trying to see if I can find his last interview that he did that I thought was really eerie. Hold on, guys. YouTube. I thought it was really eerie because he just did the interview last week talking about how dangerous Los Angeles was and how he was almost robbed there. And then all of a sudden, now he gets robbed. Let's see, interview, DJ Academics. I cannot. And he did it with DJ Academics. Okay, here it is. Explains. Let's see, where is it? I don't think this is the one. It might be, but let's see. He actually just posted it right now.
Where you can surf without getting fished.
We'll wait for the ad, but this is just so sad, you guys. My heart is so broken seeing all these people just perish because of greed and people's selfishness. What is this on DJ? What is DJ? Okay, here it is. Here it is, guys. Sorry. It took me a little while to find it. I'm not going to play the whole thing, but.
The same conversation with and told him to pull up to the block and that I wasn't on it. Like, niggas.
So he just, and you got to excuse Academics language. Sometimes he uses the N-word, unfortunately. I can't control that. But this interview he just did last week. And he talks about how he almost got lined and robbed in Los Angeles while out with his girlfriend and his daughter. And the scary thing about it, that's exactly what happened to him today. Is that he got robbed while he was out with his girlfriend. I'm not sure if his daughter was there. That would have been even worse if the daughter was there. I don't think she was. I pray she wasn't, because that is a horrible way for a little girl to see their father perish like that. But let's listen to this. This is very eerie.
You know the craziest thing about that situation? By the way, like, you said you've lived in LA. Yeah. Like, LA's always felt a little spooky to me. And just tell me, and it's fine. Tell me if it's just me being pussy. But, like, just LA, I think because LA's synonymous with the death of Biggie, death of Pac. Yeah. And I think it's just so much where, like.
And if you heard that, as she said, LA, for some reason, a lot of our prominent rappers tend to get murdered there. Like he said, Pac, I think he just said Biggie. What is the other one? We just recently lost one, guys. Put it in the chat. What is his name? What is his name? See, you guys know I don't really listen to rap. There was a rapper. Somebody put it in the chat, please, guys. He just passed away. He owned a store there. He was from there. Oh gosh, what is that guy's name? I don't know. But anyways, he was killed there too at his store while he was out in front of his store. So it's just like a lot of rappers for some reason get killed over there because for some reason they feel this boldness. I don't know why. They feel this boldness to go out without security, without their protection, and just roams free, and they don't protect themselves. And that's like the worst thing to do because there's a lot of individuals that are out there just waiting for these rappers to be caught off guard, unfortunately.
Niggas might be like ganged up other places, but I've never seen gang culture over there. It's just so
serious.
Crazy.
I ain't gonna lie. I went through some shit when I first like was having in LA with some niggas from Grape Street. These my niggas to this day. You feel me? 03 Greedo and them.
Yeah.
You feel me? They try to do some type of shit, but they seen that I wasn't on that shit. You feel me? Like they try to approach me on some cool shit, but I'm just knowing too much. I'm from the trenches too, so I'm just like not paying it. I'm not taking it lightly. You know what I'm saying? So I'm clutching and all that. Like I'm like, bro, what is y'all niggas trying to do? Like I'm going off of the energy. Fuck what you saying right now. I know what you saying, but it's like I'm getting it too. You feel me? Like I'm not slow. I'm not no fucking dickhead. It's like, what's going on, bro? Like what y'all trying to do? Like, and when they peeped it, they're like, oh no, this nigga ain't no fuck nigga. Like. He on some shit like we really could fuck with this nigga like on some real shit.
Oh my gosh, all the
And
cursing.
when they peeped it, like they started.
I'm so sorry, guys, for all the cursing. You guys know I don't like to curse on here. That this is just them. But if you could just hear him talking, he is talking about his experience in LA and almost got, robbed. But I guess they ended up not messing with him. And then even though he just did this interview, he goes to one of the most dangerous areas in Los Angeles. I don't know if he was even had security. I don't know if he had any protection. And then he comes with some of his most expensive jewelry all over his neck. Okay. And he's got this lavish car. He's got the watch on, all this stuff. And it's like you're making yourself an open target. And then the girlfriend posts the location. It was like, oh man, he already knew all the dangers. He knew it because he talked about it a week before. So that's the thing that's really sad about it.
Like getting a little bit more lackadaisical, and it's like, all right, we could talk, you feel me? And they try to test me like on some test me shit. Like they was just like, yeah, come to the hood, you feel me? Like come up to the hood. Come to the hood. I went to their hood. You feel me? With all strapped up. You feel me?
They told him to come to the hood. He goes to the hood. Oh my gosh. Why? Why? I don't know what it is. There's like this culture now in this modern time that a lot of men, rappers, all that, they want to show that they're tough. They have to show that they're tough and that they're bold. It's not worth your life. And another thing, they're not just living for themselves, they're living for their children and for other people that care for them. But it's like this whole culture of, oh, I'll go do it. You tell me to come over, I'm gonna come over. So it's like that was his same kind of demeanor this time around, where he's coming to the hood because Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles is the hood. It is the hood. It is very grimy over there. Like I was telling you guys, I was so scared when I went over there, and I've never been back ever since. I went one time and I was like, what is this area? Because my friend brought me over there. I'm like, where did you guys bring me? This area is scary. It was you could just tell the whole area was grimy, very dangerous area. It's not an area where you feel comfortable eating. It's just it's a place you go, get your food, and leave and get out of there. Shoot, if I lived in LA, I'd probably do a DoorDash. I was like, y'all go pick up my food for me. I'm not going over there because it's just not it. And so if you're of high caliber, you don't want to test the waters, especially with your family. You bring your girlfriend there. Thank God she didn't get, hit. But you bring your girlfriend and other vulnerable people to that dangerous area. It's not worth it. It's just not. Sometimes it's worth just not even going there.
Feel me? Like I went with my niggas. Like it was like 3 of us, and we wasn't crazy. Because I just be wanting niggas to know, like, nigga, I'm like y'all. I'm just like y'all, bro. You feel me? Like I'm just like you. I came from the trenches, and I want niggas to like. I don't know why I used to be like that.
It's that respect, right?
It's like I don't know why I used to always have that. Like everywhere I go, I wanted to touch the hood, like.
And it's also kind of y'all built from the same topic because sometimes people they'll think that it's only niggas that come from where we at built like this. And,
no kizzy. So when they seen that though, them niggas respect the hand. They like, oh no, this nigga PNB coming different. You know how many niggas that we didn't ask and had the same conversation with and told them to pull up to the block, and them niggas said they was gonna come to the block.
Them niggas ain't coming to the block at 8 o'clock.
You see those dudes?
Never pulled up.
You see the ones that said they never came to the block? Those people are still alive. You see that? Some people are commenting in the post saying, 6ix9ine is still alive and all that. There's a guy named 6ix9ine, a rapper. And there's a lot of people that have a hit out for this poor guy because I guess he snitched or something. People in the culture, they talk about that snitch stuff. So he has a lot of hits out on him. But notice this man people are saying he's still alive because he's smart. He knows not to go to certain places. He's not out there all in the open. He makes sure he has his security. He moves differently. He's not posting his locations. He does not post his locations on social media. He moves smart. So the people that move smart and strategically and they're okay with humbling themselves, they don't have to prove themselves, they're still alive. So it's so sad. It's just like, no, this guy didn't deserve what happened to him. No, we're not victim blaming. So please stop. We're using this as a way to hopefully save someone else's life out there. That it's okay sometimes to not go to those areas. It's and to also take precaution not to use social media to post your expensive items online. And please don't post your location. There's just so many predators and people out there who are waiting, especially people who are popular and celebrities and have high caliber and stuff like that. This guy talks about a week before that, how he had been to LA and they told him to come to, the hood and he went there. I'm like, no. And then he does it again. It's like, oh man. Oh no.
Let's go.
Yeah, Roddy Ricch did the same shit when I put up the Roddy Ricch projects 2 different times before Roddy Ricch was even like super heavy. It was like, damn, bro, you just came out here like it was just me and him. Me and him went to the projects. And he like, bro, like you ain't got no security and none of that shit. And it's like, bro, I got security, but I don't got security. You feel me? Like I be on my shit too. You feel me? So I be on angles. I'm already watching everything that's going on.
So you see, he says I got security, but so he goes to the hood. Saying I got security, but I don't have security. That means he doesn't have manpower security. He just brought his firearm with him. But if you're a celebrity like this, number one, you don't want to go to the hood. You just don't. You move differently. You don't associate with those areas. You notice the rappers that are, like Offset and all them, you don't see them in the hood. They move differently. They move cautiously. They're smart about their moves. And also, you do need to have security. Like I said, the Chikashi, I cannot say that guy's name. Chikashi 6ix9ine. I can't say that guy's name, guys. Forgive me. I'm not into rap. But anyway, that guy 6ix9ine, whatever his name is, he always has his security. He is not afraid to roll with his security. So it's like, if you're in that industry, you want to make sure you have that. But here he was already speaking his fate, and he's literally millions of people watch these interviews. So who's to say that the people that targeted him didn't watch this interview and they saw, oh yeah, so he rolls this way. He doesn't have security with him. He may have a firearm, but if we catch him off guard, he's not going to have enough time to even get that. So, they're sitting here planning their attack. You're literally giving the criminals all the keys they need to do what they need to do, to take action. Unfortunately, as sad as it is.
So it's going to be kind of hard for you to give it because I used to do the same shit.
Like, that probably gives you a lot of respect and shit like that.
Yeah, niggas fuck with that for sure.
But I'm like, LA's gotten just weird and I think during the pandemic, I've been just hearing too much stories. Niggas watches taking off.
Somebody tried me on Fairfax, like mid-pandemic. But it was like another one. I don't know. I guess because niggas be sweet. You feel me? And niggas, niggas see me with my family, and they think I'm just out here lacking. You know what I'm saying? So it would be one of those type of situations. So where like niggas.
I hear just walking up to niggas in broad daylight, like, yo, give me your chain.
Isn't that crazy? They're literally describing play by play exactly what happened to him. They did it in broad daylight at 1 p.m. today, in broad daylight, while he was with his family, and thought he was lacking after the location was posted by his girlfriend on the social media. It's just this interview right here just gave me the chills. It was like, oh my goodness. It's like he literally foreshadowed the tragedy that happened to him. It's very heartbreaking.
I'm like, yo, niggas try to be on some. It be like every time.
They trying to take your jewelry or some shit?
I don't know, but it be like I be on shit, and I'm not. Where I'm from, we like sneaky criminals. Like, and LA is like they bold. It's like they want you to know. They want to spark a conversation with you first before they get into some shit. Some of them might just go crazy.
And the weird part is DJ Academic said they just roll up on you and take your watch. And that's what they did. They wanted his watch because he was posting that on his social media, like kind of flashing it. And that's what they did. And then here he was talking about how bold they are and they come and have a conversation with you. And that's exactly what happened in this case. They were very bold. They came broad daylight, mid afternoon, people, one of the most busiest times the busiest times of the day, which is 12 and 1 p.m. That's when people are on their lunch breaks, going to get their food. So it's a very busy time. That's when a lot of witnesses are out. They didn't care. Very bold. Came in there, ready to go. But they had enough time to plan it because the location was posted. They had 40 minutes. 40 minutes. Because 40 minutes after she posted that story where the location was, they were there. They had mask on, everything, getaway car planted in the location where, they knew to come out. The guy knew to come out with the purple mask. It was all planned out, orchestrated. And they had a conversation with him, like literally telling him, give him the items that they wanted from him. So it's just, wow, like literally he's telling his story before it happens. It's so eerie and terrifying.
Crazy. Like, I know some niggas like that too. They might be on their sneaky shit too. But the majority of the times I got into some shit, it was like they just gave they drop up too fast. You feel me? So the second time I got into some shit, it was like niggas was just talking loud as shit, wanting me to hear their conversation. And it's like, I'm with my peoples. Like, I'm with my daughter and my girl. Like, why they talking about this gangster shit? Like, with this around. Like, we outside, we on Fairfax. I'm like, man, I already peed it, but we out.
Gangsters out there on Fairfax.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, I'm on Fairfax right now. So I'm like, man, we out of here. You feel me? Like, we going. My girl, like, no, we ain't. What's wrong? I'm like, I'm just going off of the vibes. Like, we out.
Is she peeping the energy? Because I'm
she
you on
ain't
point.
peeping. Yeah, she ain't peeping. She was
thinking I'm tripping about women sometimes.
She be thinking I'm tripping. So, in the mix of all this, I'm like, no, we out. So she peeped that I'm serious. She's like, no, we out. We drive probably like 2 blocks in the street. She thinking this shit a game. She pulled over somewhere else. Like, oh, I wanted to go to this store right here. And then in the mix of me, like, telling her, like, where to park at, it's like somebody just came fast as shit and took the parking spot, like, the same spot that we I'm like, dude, they must have been following me or something, bro. How the fuck this car get behind me this fast? Like, I ain't even look. I look back and that shit was there quick as shit. And then when I walked past, like, the car bombed out. Like, this shit tinted to the max.
Oh, yeah.
I'm getting all this heat coming from the car, though. Like, I'm feeling the energy coming from the car. I'm like, damn, what the fuck? Who that car? Like, some other shit. I ain't go in the store for 2 seconds. The same people coming from out the car, hop in the store, hype as shit, say some gangbanging shit, like some shit. I don't know what they say. They said some shit out loud.
Set tripping.
But it was like something that I recognize the energy. You feel me? I'm like, what? You feel me? Like, he like started talking to me with some gangster shit. Like, I'm like, bro, do you know me? Like, you know me from somewhere? He like, nigga, yeah, I know who you is. Trying to get me to like get into some shit. So I'm like, man, I flagged him off and I just walked out the store because I already know like where this shit about to go. You feel me?
You know that make you nervous? It's like you with like your girl.
No, that's why I be trying to be cool because you don't want to be nervous and make it seem like something about that. You want them to be as calm as possible. You feel me? You want your girl and your kids to be like making it seem like everything is cool. Ain't nothing about to happen to us.
You want to always make sure your girl and your kid are protected, meaning you have security. And when you're that big in that industry, you just don't want to, be seen in certain areas. Like a lot of celebrities, you're not going to see Rihanna and ASAP Rocky going to Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. You're just not going to see that. I mean, if they want that, they're going to have their security go and get that or something. They know better. You know what I mean? And it just seems like him, the way he's describing this on the interview, he kind of moved just freely without really thinking about the precautions that needed to be taken. And he thought, oh yeah, if you just remain calm and cool, you're going to be okay. No, the way the gang members and the criminals in LA move, they're brutal. They're brutal and they're very unforgiving. And they have I'm telling you, zero regard for any human life. They don't care. All they want is, these individuals' money and jewelry. And especially it's gotten worse, like what DJ Academics was just saying that during COVID, during the pandemic, something happened, you guys. It got 10 times worse where they became even more callous and, it became desperate times, because of all the loss, the financial loss and all the poverty that just kind of surfaced and just fluctuated, especially in California. There's a lot of homelessness that really increased during COVID. And you can drive down certain streets and you will see homeless tents all camped across the entire sidewalk, all over the place. Like, it's really gotten bad in California because, it's very expensive to live there. So what that has done is it caused for more desperate times. And when people are hungry and they are desperate, they will do whatever it takes. They don't care who they take out. So it's like not only, you got to think about the safety of your family and the protection of your family, but you got to also move cautiously, especially if you're of this caliber. And we have people like, the rappers that, they think that they can be bold and brave to go to these dangerous areas, not realizing that they're going to meet their fate, because I'm telling you, LA is a whole different ball game out there. They don't play, and it's gotten worse. It's gotten worse, and they literally are sitting online looking for people that they can target. And it's sad because I don't know if the people who targeted him saw this interview and saw how he moved, and they knew how he wasn't going to have security. But it looks like they targeted him because of the things that he posted. Now, I'm not gonna finish this because there's a lot of cursing on this thing. So I want to try to see if I can find his very last video. Last live. And you'll see what I mean, where he was flashing kind of like his jewelry. PNB last Instagram live arguing with his girlfriend before going to Chicken and Waffles. Was he? I think this is it, guys. I might have to turn the music off though, because there's like.
How does Nutrisystem work?
Sorry about the ads. Let's wait till this goes by. Okay, this is not him. What is this? No, I want to see his last live. Okay, here it is.
Here it is. She thinks because I see how I want to see it. I'm
trying to correct you. You don't want to be corrected. You're not somebody who don't want to be corrected.
Okay, so this was. They're saying this was one of the last lives, but I don't think this is, guys. I think this is another live, because there was a live where he was like flashing his watch and everything. This is not it.
She thinks because I see how I want to see it.
I'm trying to correct you. You don't want to be corrected. You're not somebody who don't want to be corrected.
But this is at least the girl.
Yes, I know what it is. You told me that already. You told me how I see it. I'm still seeing it how I want to see it.
Just say you don't like to be corrected.
No, I just like how I see it. Fuck how it's supposed to see it. So that's fine. I go by my rules.
Y'all see what I got to deal with?
She want me to talk proper as shit.
I don't want you to talk proper. I just don't want you to be illiterate and you know better.
That's not illiterate, bro. That's just me saying how I want to see it. Y'all see what I got to deal with? She's like Hitler is.
I'm trying to teach you the right way to say something. If I'm saying something incorrectly, correct me.
I did. I mean, you corrected me already. She corrected me already, guys. And I still want to see it how I want to see it. We in Cabos. we in Los Cabos with this shit. I got to get high, wherever the fuck I'm at.
But if you notice, like, he's got the whole chain on, he's got the watch, flashing all that on his live. So they already know what he has. So when they're going there, they know what they're targeting, what they're going to get. I think this is actually the one, though. Let me see. Hopefully. I don't want to get copyright for that. Let's see if okay, here's this. Is this it? So this was, okay, let's talk about this. So these were the posts that they posted the night before. Okay, so they were posting these photos of the celebration that they had done for their friends' engagement. So this is what they wore. They just celebrated yesterday. Yesterday was Sunday, so here's what they were wearing. And there he posted there. Very glamorous celebration. just yesterday. And I'm not putting this down, guys, because it has music, so we already know it's going to have a copyright. But this is what they posted on their social media of what they, the celebration that they had gone to. I believe it was in Los Angeles. That's why they were in that area. That's what I believe. Posting all the stuff. And I'm telling you, social media is just, can always end in a bad way sometimes. So here, let me see. I'm trying to find, here it is. Okay. We're almost getting to the part. So they're still posting this stuff. Here it is, guys. This was the very last live that he did before he passed away. The very shirt that he was wearing. And as you can see here, you can see that he is wearing expensive chains here. He's gonna have flashing his watch. And these people who are robbers out here that are broke, don't have anything going for themselves, they're sitting here watching stuff like this. And they see, okay, this is what he has on. And then they go onto the girlfriend's page and they see, oh, she's posting, oh, they're at Roscoe's. Let's go head over there. So you see what I'm saying? Like they're like literally, they gave him a roadmap to where to go. And then they also know how he moves based on the things that he says in his interviews of how he doesn't go with security. He's in a vulnerable state because he's bringing his wife and a girlfriend or everything like that. And people know when you have your girlfriend or your kids, they know that the men are going to have their guard down because they're distracted by their spouse or whoever they're with, that feminine, component. So these individuals that came after him, literally, they scoped the whole thing out and had it all planned. And that's the dangerous thing about it when you're caught off guard. When you're in this type of high caliber, you have position, you have to always be on guard, always take precaution, and make sure not to go to certain areas, in vulnerable areas, especially Los Angeles, guys. Los Angeles is known as Gangville. I just call it Gangville. There's some of the most notorious gangs are out there, and especially near that Roscoe's. Man, that area is so dangerous. The food is good, guys, but it's not worth my life. I'm sorry. I remember eating over there. I tried to enjoy the food, but I was so scared. I didn't even really eat all my food because I was so terrified. Like the area was so bad. I haven't been back there ever since. I'm just saying. But let's play this very last live. Only a few hours before he had passed away. And you just notice the stuff that he has on. Notice the jewelry he has on. Just these certain things that the individuals who were targeting him, I believe, saw and scoped before they even got there. You can see the watch there. There he is with the girlfriend. Headed to the Roscoe. Sorry, have another ad on, guys. Headed to the Roscoe's. And that's why it's important to post the social media because, and this is just the, here, I guess we can play sport.
South Bureau Homicide is working this case as are many other detectives.
This is the officer who made the tragic announcement.
He's been pronounced deceased at 13:59 hours today. South Bureau Homicide is working this case as are many other detectives.
What can you tell us about the victim's age?
I'm sorry to say that the victim has been pronounced deceased at 13:59 hours today. South Bureau Homicide is working this case as are many other detectives.
What can you tell?
So that was just the announcement. I'm trying to find the photo that she posted on her story. Let's see, where is the story? PNB Rock girlfriend. There it is. Hopefully they can show me. Here it is. So she posts this on her Instagram. And the thing is, she didn't even have access to her Instagram for a while because PNB Rock, he basically took her access away. I don't know what's going on in that relationship, guys, but I don't know. He cut her access off of her Instagram. She didn't have her password. So she didn't have Instagram for like 30 days. The very day she gets her social media back, what does she do? She posts the very location, guys, where they're eating. Okay? Tells them we're at Rocco's Chicken and Waffles, post a picture. You know they're all sitting there, these people out here who are ready to rob this guy because he had almost been robbed before over there. So they're always on these rappers' pages and stuff. That's what happened to Pop Smoke. The same exact thing. He was posting things online, somebody posted social media location, and then they went over there and robbed him. Exactly the same story. And that's the thing, that's why it's so important to talk about these stories, because rappers should have learned from Pop Smoke's tragedy to see, okay, look, this is what happened. You know, they posted on the social media, they posted the address. There was an accidental post, I think, where they didn't even realize that they had posted the address when they were doing a live. And unfortunately, those people came over there and robbed them. And so here, she gets her social media back, and she posts this very photo, which could have ultimately been the reason for his demise. Because what's ironic is within 40 minutes after she posts this, they're over there. And he posts that live with all of his jewelry on, so they already knew what he had on. So they knew they weren't going to, you know, they were going to go there and they were going to at least get something expensive when they made the hit. So, I mean, it's so sad. Oh, gosh, my heart is so broken, guys. I was just praying that he pulled through and just pray somehow, but that's not what happened, guys. It's so sad. So I pray he rests in peace, and I pray that, you know, other people out there will learn from this story, especially if they are in, you know, higher positions or music artists or celebrities or whatever, affluent people, just to make sure they take precautions and don't post locations and jewelry and expensive things online. Because we hear a lot of stories like this, you know, when people post things online, it makes you a target, unfortunately, because you don't know whose eyes are glossing over your social media or your YouTube or whatever you have. You just never know. Once it's on the internet, it can be exposed to a world out there that could be very dark and very sinister. And I just feel so sad for this poor young man that lost his life. It's a daughter that's not going to have a father anymore. And we know we have so many fatherless homes, and our children need our fathers, and so many fathers are being taken out. So sad, guys. My heart, guys. I'm sorry. I'm so sad. All right, so JT says they said he lived in LA for some time. Oh, really, JT? I thought he lived in Philadelphia and that he was out there visiting. I didn't know he was living there now. So if he was living there, well, then he should have already been familiar with that area. That area is not it, guys. That area is not it. You are not going to see typical celebrities just chilling at that Roscoe's. They'll probably go there and have security, yes, but they'll be loaded with security and probably get their food and leave or order or do a DoorDash. But I don't normally see celebrities over there just chilling at Roscoe's. He was pretty bold. That was a bold move. And he already announced on his interview that he doesn't bring security with him. And they already know, if he's with a woman, he's going to have his guard down already. He's already going to have his guard down. He's not going to be precaution. So that's the scary thing. I didn't know, JT, that he was living in LA, though. Interesting. I thought he was just still in Philadelphia and just came out there for an engagement party. Can somebody else confirm that? Yeah, it is so sad, Saturn. My heart just dropped. I wanted to come talk to you guys because I was so sad. Yes, some thinks it's a setup of some kind, maybe by so-called friends or acquaintances. I'm late to the chat, so I didn't hear everything. The man killed outside. Oh, thank you. Yes, it was Nipsey Hussle. That's the guy. Nipsey Hussle was the other guy. Same thing. He moved just like PNB Rock. He didn't come with security. He didn't even come with a weapon. He just out there just chilling in the front of his store. That was a worse move. It's like you are literally leaving yourself open to all the dangers out there. And especially there's so many different gangs out there in that area where he is. It's another dangerous area. So yes, thank you. Yes, some Nipsey Hussle. Yes, guys, like Nipsey Hussle, Tupac, Biggie, a lot of the prominent rappers end up getting in it. And there's so many stories like this that I feel like the rappers should start to catch on that, hey, we need to be moving differently. We need to be careful. That's why you notice like the people that are like I said, Offset, he moves very careful when he's out there. You don't see him rolling over there to like those areas. He's got, you know, he makes sure he moves. He doesn't go to certain locations. He's not as available. And we have some that are like he was doing in this interview, talking very boldly, saying, "Oh, I'll come to the hood and all that." No, 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 no. Do not go back to the hood if you are a prominent rapper. Don't do it. Just don't do it, because you are an open target for individuals who, and especially the stuff that you rap about. And if you say you're associated with a certain gang, well, then you're going to have opposing gangs that are definitely going to be looking to target you and get you in a vulnerable situation. And also individuals who don't have anything going for themselves, who don't want to work for their own income. And so they're going to sit there and try to get easy money, take from you. So it's just sad, guys. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so some people do think it's a setup. Yes, some people claim it was the girlfriend. Some people say, oh, well, because she posted this location online, she set it up. My personal opinion is I don't think she set it up. I think she really loved him, number one. I think it was only carelessness, in my opinion. I think it was a careless mistake on her part. I don't think she was thinking properly or intelligently or wisely to think, oh, if I post this, then, you know, somebody's going to come and target. I don't think she was thinking that. I think she's just thinking like typical girls. We like to post our location and post what we're doing. Like, that's just kind of like how women move, you know? So my opinion is I don't think it's a setup, but a lot of people are moving that route. I just don't think that's what happened, guys. Why would she set up her own child's father to have to raise her child without the father? I don't think that adds up, guys. That's just my opinion, but you guys are welcome to have your opinion. She deleted though on her page. Yeah, Irina, she did delete a girl, but you know, by the time, you know, once something is posted, Irina, once it's posted, girl, it's online. You see how the people were able to capture this screenshot. So they had enough time. Some people had enough time to capture this screenshot that we're looking at right now. So clearly, once you post something, people are going to see that. And people saw it because obviously somebody screenshotted this story and it's plastered everywhere, even with the news outlets. So that part right there, though, to me is a red flag, Irina. It screams, number one, did she post it and think, oh, shoot, maybe I shouldn't post this because maybe this is going to drop a location to people that can possibly come and harm us. And so she went back to delete it, realizing the mistake she had made. That can be one theory, okay? Posted it, was like, oh shoot, I shouldn't have did that. Because, you know, she hadn't been online for like 30 days or more. So she probably just going on, like trying to enjoy her access, you know, back to social media and didn't really think about it. And then when she finally posted it, she was like, oh shoot, why did I post this? Or maybe he told her that. Maybe he saw it and it was like, why are you posting our location? Take that off. So she takes it off. But by the time she posted it, guys, you already know how social media is. Once you post something, you see celebrities post things all the time and they take it down. And we have all these bloggers that happen to screenshot or record the live or the posts that these celebrities have done. Because once you post it, it stays there and people, it doesn't stay there, but once you post it, people run on there and they're recording. They're literally waiting for, for these celebrities or whoever to post whatever. And then they immediately record it, screenshot it, and then they do stories on it. Like you can see here with this screenshot. So that's what I think happened here. He probably was like, hey, take it down. Or there could have been the other scenario where people were saying it was a setup where she posted the story and a consciousness of guilt, out of consciousness of guilt, she takes it down because she knew that was the very post that she used to draw in the individuals that were going to do the hit. But that is not what I think happened. I don't. I think she just was being a happy, lady doing like we do. We like to post our stories and post what we're doing. And hey, look, I'm at this restaurant, especially because people know about Roscoe's House of Chicken and Waffles. It's a very well known, popular restaurant in Los Angeles, and it has very delicious food. And anybody that goes there, they love to post stories about it. They love to post pictures because everyone knows about this very popular restaurant in LA. So I just think she was thinking that like a woman would think, like, oh, I'm going to post and just, have fun like I do with social media. But the thing is, she wasn't thinking wisely that, oh, shoot, I'm with someone that could be a possible target. And they've had experiences like this based on his interview where there have been people that tried to rob him. So I think she later on caught on that, oh, shoot. I literally dropped our location. It was like, God, I got to get it off. And that's when she deleted it. But it was too late, guys. It's too late. We already know it's too late. Look, we have the picture here, which is evident that it was too late. She deleted it too late. Oh, gosh, this story's so sad, guys. Just please pray for his family, for his beautiful daughter, for his girlfriend, guys. I'm not even going to play the video. I don't recommend you go find that video. Actually, let me go see if I could show you the car too. He was in a white car. So wait, hold on. Let me mute this real quick. Hold on before this happens. Oh, there it is. Before this ad comes up, guys. But let me show you. So he drives in with this prominent car. Another thing, he drives in with a lavish car. So people are already he's driving in the hood, guys. He's driving in the hood. There's already lurkers out there in that area. Okay? So they already saw the car that he came in. You already seen these stuff. I'm trying to show you the car if I could find the car. Where's the car? So there's that post I told you that she posted there on her social media. Somebody got a picture of it. That was his very last live. Trying to see if I can find where that car was. Here it is. Okay. There's his car right here. Okay. This is the back area because I remember coming here, guys. This area right here is scary. It ain't it, guys. It ain't it. I'm sorry. It ain't it. So, he parks his nice little lavish car. Well, I think it's nice. That's just me. He parks his nice car here. It already stands out, though. Look at the car he's parked to next to it. Like, that car is a little grimy car. All right. And he's got this nice lavish car. So he's coming into a grimy area, impoverished area with this nice lavish car. He's coming out of the car with all these prominent, like very expensive jewelry on. He's already standing out as a sore thumb. The people, the robbers and stuff already would have saw him either way, even if she didn't post the story, because he already stood out. The car was already a red flag. They already was looking at that car, right? They see the car. Ooh, okay, who's in that car? They notice the car goes into Roscoe's, right? So they're watching that car. And then they want to see who gets out of the car. They see him with this very expensive chain on. They already know he's a celebrity. He has 2.1 million subscribers, so he's very well known. Celebrity, right? He comes out with all this jewelry on. They already saw him. So either way, guys, I think even if she didn't post the location and he's coming to this grimy area, somebody already saw him. This brings me back to think about that other rapper, Dolphin. What's that guy's name? Dolphin. What did I just say? Guys, pray for me. See, y'all know I don't know rappers. Y'all got to have mercy on me. I don't know anything about rappers. But there was another rapper. What's that rapper, guys, who went to the cookie store? He came to the cookie store, and he had his very lavish car that stood out. Somebody help me out. I'm not trying to get views off anyone's death. I'm trying to talk about a story that is a tragedy, okay? I don't get paid for this time lapse. I do these stories to raise awareness, to help save other people's lives, okay? That's why we do these stories. This is not getting money. Thank you, Young Dolph. Sorry, I called him Dolphin. Southern nappiness. I'm so frustrated with people that come on here ignorant that want to start drama, okay? This is not over here to make somebody's money off something. This is very sad, and we are reporting the news, okay? That's what it's called. So please, if you don't like to hear about it, why are you on here? I'm not making money. I don't even get paid for this. I am here because my heart is broken about this man. I was hurt. Y'all know how I am. When I hear a story that captivates my heart, that really just tears me up inside, I have to come on here. I have to talk to you guys about it. That's what we do. We talk about it and hope and pray that we could save other people's lives, that we could say, okay, what can we learn? Because hopefully we can make this man's life, you know, memorable by trying to save some other people's lives through his story. You know, that's the only thing we have left, because we can't bring him back. As much as I wish that he would have lived, we can't bring him back. But hopefully the way we can make his life worthwhile is to hopefully save someone else's life. Just saying, hey, if somebody comes across this video, they can learn some tips to try to move differently, that hopefully they can live. That's why we do these stories. I don't get any money from this. I'm not getting any views. Y'all know I don't get any views on my stuff. I be getting like 400 views. That's not nothing, okay? So this is not for views. This is a very sad story. My heart is very broken for this family. I'm heartbroken for him. I'm heartbroken for how he died, that his last moments, just that the whole weekend was so beautiful. You see how he was dressed, how he was enjoying this lavish moment with the love of his life. And, you know, it ends so tragically. This story is heartbreaking, you guys. My heart hurts. I'm hurt. I am very hurt. And so y'all know when I get to that moment, I have to come and talk to you guys, because it helps me to at least get past it too, and to try to figure out how we can help some other people out there who may be in the same boat as him. And if they see his story, they can say, okay, this is something I can learn from, that hopefully I will not make the same choices in my life. You know what I mean? So this is outside Roscoe's. Like I was saying, you could see the guy's cars already standing out amongst the other cars. It looks like a nice, expensive car, in my opinion. This is just my opinion, guys. And then his jewelry and everything else that he has on. So that's what I'm thinking, guys. People are saying it's the post. It might have been the story. It might have been that when she posted that story, that could have been what they saw. But I think inadvertently, I think inevitably, the fact that he already was rolling up in this very expensive, you know, car, expensive jewelry, expensive everything, he stood out, guys. He stood out, and people around that area already saw him and went and told their homeboys, like, hey, guess who's over here right now? PNB Rock. Let's roll over there. So, you know what I mean? Either way. So it's like, if you're going to come to these areas, even if you're not a celebrity, we can learn from this, because if you're not a celebrity, you come in these areas, don't stand out. Don't wear your fancy clothes. Leave your fancy clothes at home. Leave your jewelry. Leave all the expensive stuff that you have. Do not bring that stuff with you. Dress very plain. Okay, very plain, very normal if you're going to come to these kind of grimy areas, because if you stand out like this, it makes you a target no matter who you are. I don't care if you're a celebrity or just a regular schmegler. It doesn't matter. They'll see you and you stand out. And that, you know, will make you a target in these type of areas. So just do your research and make sure you know your areas, and don't post very lavish, expensive things online that you have, because there's just people out there who are in desperate times. And something happened, guys. A whole atmosphere shifted when COVID happened. Something happened when COVID happened. There's just so much poverty, and then people became so desperate, and they were willing to kill, steal, and destroy to take from other people, because they're so hungry and desperate. They're just desperate to feed their families or whatever, because they don't have, you know, their own, so they will do what it takes to get it, unfortunately, as sad as it is. Sad, sad, sad. And yeah, I agree. Stop glorifying trash music. Well, I don't glorify trash music, so I don't know if that doesn't apply to me. I do not glorify trashy music. I do not play that stuff. I know a lot of our rappers are targeted. It's very sad. Everyone is heartbroken, but they could care less when that person is dissing the dead, degrading women, polluting their communities. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, yeah, Yerk, boy. Some people do think that the girlfriend set him up. That is a lot of people's beliefs. But we don't know. I just don't think she did. I really don't, guys. I'm sorry. I don't believe that. Just looking at the whole story, I don't think she would do that. You know, she has a whole kid by him. Like, why would she want her own baby's father to be gone? What does she get out of that? She doesn't get anything out of that. She's not even like, it would make logical sense to me, like if say she was married to him and she could like reap the inheritance and all that, but she doesn't get anything out of that, really. And she actually really loved the guy. I don't think she did. I think she just made a careless decision. Hi, Jetty. Jetty says facts, proof, evidence, truth is God is our creator. Alex, great master black. Jetty, Jesus, yeah, yes, yep. God is our creator. He is. All right, thanks guys for listening. Please keep this poor young man's family in your prayers. I pray that he rests in peace. My heart is so broken for this man. Oh, I just pray that he rests in peace. I pray for his little girl and that she somehow can cope through this. And I just pray for his family. All right, take care, guys. God bless you.